will make his way at the Uhuru Gardens, where he's going to be the chief guest in this particular event that is being commemorated 60 years of self-rule. A very important day for us to be alive as a nation. All right, so gentlemen, before we cross over, because anytime now we are going to, that is, let's see who that has arrived at Uhuru Gardens. That is the Tanzanian President, Mama Suluhu. Our neighbor next door, of course, she's never missed any function here in the country. A very good neighbor. Yes. Suluhu, does she have any solution for us?
She did her university education here, so she has a background.
She's a Kenyan by...
Perhaps she misses our nyama choma and Mudundo Friday party life in Nairobi.
But again, I think in terms of trade and in terms of business, if you go to places like probably the Gikomba markets of this world, you'll find the local, the Tanzanians.
Right. Zanzibar president, and some told that the Zanzibar president is also Hussein Mwinyi, who is also the president of Zanzibar. They are making his way at the auditorium.
What I was saying, that our relationship with Tanzania has been of very good neighborliness, and now we're sharing like the tourism. You know, most of the tourists come here, they want to go to the Mara, but Mara, you know, the other side, the Serengeti, and also the business across trade between Tanzania and Kenya has been very good, and we've had a very healthy diplomatic exchange between Kenya and Tanzania.
Yes.
And in fact, I think at the beginning of this regime, there was during the Maandamanos, I think President Suluhu was also here to try to become the diplomatic chief between the opposition leader Raila Odinga and William Ruto. Yeah, and now that is the diplomatic levels that we really want to. I don't know what's happening between us and Uganda at the moment, but we've had also good relationships with our friends, the Somalis, and now we are trying to join the East African community, which is also a big thing. So it is also important that when we listen here, the first anthem will be played, will be the Kenyan. Is it the Kenyan, then the East African?
The East African, then Kenyan.
So even the integration, the regional integration is very important for the East Africanness. As much as we want to build the Kenya, but we also need to build the East Africanness so that we have trade across border, because that will spark growth also of the local.
Yeah, and that is very important, because even at the moment, East African community is coming up with a currency. And remember, we are undergoing integration as an East Africa community, and therefore we are looking forward to having one currency that we can trade with, other than exchanging Kenyan shillings into Ugandan shillings, Kenyan shillings into Tanzanian shillings. And I think that is underway, and it's a good gesture for those presidents to show up. Unfortunately for the president of Uganda, of late he has not been doing so well, and old age is catching up with him, so such trips may not be good for him.
All right.
Yes.
Gentlemen, we can confirm that the president of Zanzibar, Hussein Mwinyi, has arrived. Suluhu, who is the president of Tanzania, is also at the venue. An interesting moment to be here. Those are sights and sounds of Kenyans. All right. I can see Maroon Commandos. Okay. I'm told now that the president is making his way at the...
The donning of the flags also is a very nice thing.
All right. So we wrap it up at this particular point. Ben Troy, perhaps you can give a minute so that we cross over to Uhuru Gardens.
hadda soo galay Moses Wetangula sidoo kale waxaa soo galay madaxweynaha Zanzibar sidoo kale madaxweyne ku xigeenka Burundi
Just a few minutes to 10 and the president is making his name. Apologies for some sound technical hitch, but gentlemen, just a minute as we wrap up because we need to cross over to Uhuru.
Right, so we are doing very well. We have made significant strike. A lot needs to be done. We are